Wonderful.
And it is time to sound that alarm. It's overreaction time. We're heading to the Diamond and taking a look at some of the recent World Series winners. History has not been kind to reigning title winners, Scotty. The Cubs dropped 2 out of 3 to their rivals Cardinals, also losing 3 out of their last 10. They've been middle of the road statistically after a dominant 2016. Is it an overreaction to say the Cubs are succumbing to the World Series curse? Or do you think it's too early to maybe rule this?
Way too early. Back to that graphic, the four previous winners, 4 of the most disappointing franchises so far 40 games in. Red Sox, Giants, Royals, and the Cubs relative to what you would expect. The Cardinals, right now, your leaders, I think this is a temporary thing. They play 162 games for a season. I'd like to see Joe Madden tinker less, but if you're going to tinker in April and May. I think that I'm curious if Butler's going to be a starting pitcher. That's a concern for them right now, starting pitching. And they have been one of the most disappointing offensive teams. Only really one batter is batting well that plays every day in Bryant. John Jay is really a rotational guy, but I don't think this is going to last. I can't see this happening. I'd be shocked if the Cubs didn't win the Central.
You mentioned the starting pitching rotation, but what specifically do they need to do to get out of this rut and kind of prove to these people who are saying, no, maybe it's the curse again, wrong?
Okay, a couple things. One, they need to decide who their 5th starter is. Was Butler just one start going to trump Brett Anderson? Brett Anderson right now, 6, 7 starts in. Experiment hasn't gone great. Jake Arrieta needs to pitch like Jake Arrieta. That's been a huge issue. Lester's been the most consistent guy, most reliable. Hendricks' last 2 starts makes you think that he's going to start pitching to about 80 to 90% of what you got in an incredible 2016. And I think John Lackey's doing enough. So I think it's Jake Arrieta, who's your 5th starter, and I'd stop pitching Hector Rondon.